This is your time to think activity if you are unable to be in class today and participate in the breakout rooms or our on-campus breakout rooms. What I'd like you to do is make sure that you've already watched the recording and did the work in regards to the one-page profile stuff that we have done in class today, because that's the information that you're going to move forward with as you meet with somebody else. So choose somebody to meet with, anybody you want. Could be a friend, another student, could be a family member. Totally up to you. What I'd like you to do is let them know that you want to do a little interview with them. Tell them that you're going to listen intently to their answers and that could they please let you know when they are done speaking. That way you're not interrupting them. You're going to ask them basically 3 questions. So the first question you're going to ask them is, what do you think people like and admire about you? Now, this is a question that people often struggle with. You probably noticed when you were doing the work on your own one-page profile, this could have been a question that you struggled a little bit with. So sometimes you might need to reframe the question. So maybe you start by asking, what do you like and admire about yourself? What are you very proud of? Remember to give them time to answer. You're not going to interrupt until they say they're done speaking. When they are done speaking, you want to ask that follow-up question and say, is there anything else? What else can you tell me? Until they finally say, there is nothing else. Then you want to ask them, the second rephrase of that question is, what do you think others like and admire about you? And you're going to do the same process. You will listen to them, answer the question until they say that they are done. And then you're going to say, is there anything else? What else can you tell me about that? That's your first question. Your second question is from the one-page profile, what's important to you? So really letting people have time to speak about what's important to them. Allow silence for reflection during this part. So if somebody says their list of things that are important to them and then they say they're done, you want to make sure you ask, what else can you tell me about that? And really allow that pause. There is no rush here. What we have to make sure that we are doing for people is really allowing them space to think before they respond. So absolutely no rush. And you could even let them know that there's no rush for your answer. I really am interested in knowing what is important to you. Once they've gone through that, then you're going to ask them the third question, which is, how can people best support you? So you can ask them to think about work or home. Ask them the ways that they want to be supported for that setting. Again, you're going to give them time to put together their answer. Allow a lot of silence here for reflection. People haven't typically thought about these questions before, so it isn't something that comes naturally to us. So you really want to be able to give that time span for people to really think. Then you're going to make sure that you ask them once they're all done and say they're done, there's nothing else to add. That's when you want to make sure you ask them how that experience was for them. Did they feel listened to? Did they feel like you were attentive to what they were saying? And then you're going to write about that experience in your Time to Think journal. Don't forget that should be done each and every week, recording in your Time to Think journal. That will help to inform your professional conduct mark for this course. Thanks. Have yourselves a great week.